2024 releases for Android and iOS, and that is of course none other than Warzone Mobile. I know Warzone Mobile is definitely a controversial game at this point due to some of the optimization issues, due to even things like the gameplay and stuff, but overall it is hard to deny that this is one of the biggest mobile releases ever, and of course one of the most biggest releases in 2024. Coming in at number 2, we have a bit of a different game. This one actually just got announced today as of the making of this video, and that game is Hades. This game is a top-down roguelike game that is honestly really fun. I don't normally play games like these, but I played this on the Nintendo Switch and it's actually a really fun game. It has great dialogue, great writing, great graphics, the art style, the gameplay. It's a super addicting game, and it is coming to iOS via Netflix. Yes, Netflix. Netflix actually has mobile games on their app, and so this should be coming sometime in 2024. At number 3, we have another FPS game, and that is Valorant Mobile. This one's coming, of course, straight from PC with Valorant over there, and this game is another one of those highly anticipated games, one of the biggest mobile releases in 2024, assuming they do hit that 2024 release date. And yeah, there's a lot to say about this game. We've covered it a lot here on the channel, but overall, this is going to be one of the biggest releases on mobile next year, and I honestly cannot wait for it. At number 4 on our list, we have Division Resurgence. Now, this is a game from Ubisoft, one of the more well-known PC developers in the world, and they're actually bringing over the iconic Division franchise to Android and iOS for the first time. This game is very similar to the first Division, taking place in the same post-apocalyptic New York set in the wintertime, and this game features both PvE and PvP content. When it comes to the PvE content, you can expect cinematic cutscenes, great dialogue, writing, a story to actually get invested in. And when it comes to the PvP content, well, that's where the Dark Zone comes in. That's the area where you can actually PvP and go up against other online players. It's going to be a very interesting game. It's honestly a bit different compared to what we have right now on the mobile platform, so this one's going to be an exciting one. At number 5 on the list, we have another Ubisoft game, and that is Rainbow Six Mobile. Now, this game is another one of those games that originates from PC and console, and now for the first time they're bringing it over to Android and iOS. This features the same iconic CQB gameplay that was made popular in Rainbow Six Siege on PC and consoles. Technically, Rainbow Six Mobile is already available in soft launch in select countries, but if you're outside one of those countries, then you're going to have to wait for the global launch, which should probably land sometime in 2024. At number 6 on our list, we have Lost Ark Mobile. This game is actually a very interesting one because it's an upcoming MMORPG that again originates from PC. The game released on PC a few years ago and it absolutely blew up. It's a very popular game over there, and now they are officially bringing it over to Android and iOS after apparently 6 of a 30-second teaser so far to go off of. But if the gameplay is anything like the PC version, then this is going to be one of those MMOs that you need to keep an eye on. For our 7th game on this list, we have Death Stranding. Now, this game is another kind of controversial game because technically it's only going to be available for a select few devices, those specifically being iPhone 15 Pro, Pro Max, and any iPad Pro with an M1 chip or better. However, with that little concern aside, this is honestly a great game that is coming to iOS. It's another PC console game that is very visually impressive. It's very heavy on the narrative aspect of things. It's made by legendary game developer Hideo Kojima, so this is just another win for mobile. Yes, it does suck that it's going to be limited to only a few devices, but if you do have one of those devices, then you're going to be getting a console quality game in your phone. And at number 8, we have another game that is similar to Death Stranding in its device exclusivity, and that is Assassin's Creed Mirage. Just like Death Stranding, this game is going to be limited to iPhone 15 Pro, Pro Max, and the iPad Pros with an M1 chip or better. However, this is a fantastic open-world single-player RPG from the iconic Assassin's Creed franchise. It is worth pointing out that this is the full-fledged game from PC and console, so it's just another one of those super impressive things where they're bringing these actual PC and console games over to iOS for the first time ever, and it's just fantastic to see if you do have one of these devices. Hopefully some of these games do get ported over to Android later on. Now, for those of you that want an Assassin's Creed game but do not have one of those specific iOS devices, well, there's another Assassin's Creed game coming to mobile with Assassin's Creed Jade. This is a free-to-play game that is coming out, and again, it's in the Assassin's Creed universe. It is completely different from Assassin's Creed Mirage, so that is important to keep in mind. But yeah, this game is coming out. This one does not have any device exclusivity, so you will be able to play this on both Android and iOS. And based off of the gameplay that's came out of China so far, it honestly does still look like a fantastic game. And finally, at number 10, we have Honor of Kings. Now, this game is technically not a brand new game because it's actually been released in China for many years, but it is officially entering the global market sometime in 2024. Now, this one is super exciting because we haven't really seen too many new MOBAs since League of Legends Wild Rift a few years ago and Pokemon Unite a few years ago. So far, it's been pretty stale in that department when it comes to new releases. This game is technically one of the biggest games ever because of its success in China, and now it's officially coming out everywhere around the world, so that's obviously very exciting. And for a few honorable mentions, we have Racing Master, which is an upcoming racing game. It honestly looks fantastic, the graphics look top notch, and if you're into racing games, it's definitely one to keep an eye out on. And the other one that I wanted to mention was High Energy Heroes. Now, the reason why this is in the honorable mentions and not in the main spot in the list is because so far there's no evidence to suggest that this is going to be coming globally. Right now it looks like it is sticking to China, but as many of you will know, High Energy Heroes is basically an Apex Legends mobile clone with very similar gunplay and gameplay, and it's just a really good, fantastic looking game. And it sucks that Apex Mobile was unfortunately shut down this year, and this looks like the perfect alternative, but because of its similarities to Apex Mobile, unfortunately it does seem like it might stay in China and China only. We'll end up seeing what, but if it does end up coming out globally in 2024, then obviously that's going to be a fantastic thing for all of us. But yeah, those are just some of the most anticipated games coming out for Android and iOS going into 2024. If I ended up missing a game that you think deserves to be on this list, make sure to leave a comment down below, and maybe I'll make a follow-up video with even more games that we can all look forward to. If you ended up enjoying this video and you would like to support the channel and see more mobile content like this, then make sure to go ahead and subscribe. It really does help us out, and we're on. That's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and with all that being said, I'll see you in the next one.